Hello, dear friends, dear colleagues in Lagos State University. We're now lesson 4, and this will be the last lesson for this phase of our training program. And will be on setting up quizzes on the online platform of the ODLRI. So, what will be the objective of our lesson? Just one, as we had in the previous lesson, just an objective. When we finish this lesson, you should be able to set up quizzes, exam, tests for students who are enrolled in your course. I will expect that everybody in the course will have looked at this video. 20 golden rules for writing multiple choice questions. I hope you enjoyed the video, and that will be, I would like to assume that you have looked at the video and the knowledge and skills that you have gained from that video we're applying back into this lesson. So what are the ingredients for this lesson? The tomato, the onions, no, not that way. The ingredients are your well-written multiple choice questions following the 20 golden rules that you learned in that video. So you recall that in that video we said you must have have all of this, like Lagos State University Open and Distance Learning and Research Institute, and of course writer's test. That, by the way, that's a test that I was hoping to give to you, but you big pass test also, me I will give you test. So this will be for 5 minutes, and you can see the instruction. Please select any of the alternatives A to D that best answers the question or completes the statement. So this is how the thing will be. But let me show you the Microsoft Word version of it. As I stated earlier, you got to have this one ready. Your questions must be ready before you now, in Microsoft Word, before you now begin to set up the quiz on the ODLRI platform. So see the Microsoft Word version. Yeah, so here it is. You can see it. Question number 1, what is the expansion of ODLRI? You can see A, B, C, C, D, the vertical form, Open and Distance Learning Research Institute, Open and so on. By the way, let's just look at this whole thing together. What would be the correct answer here? Well, you have this open distance learning. The usual way it is rendered is open and distance learning. And then we have a uniqueness. Has research embedded into it. So it's Open and Distance Learning and Research Institute. So this one is a distractor. This one, Open and Distance Learning and Research Institute. Yes, so this is the key. That's the answer here. Open Distance Learning and Research Institute is not correct. Open and Distance Learning and Research Institute is also not correct. Those are distractors. Let's take on number 2. Which of the following is the most important step in updating the contents of your course when you have logged into the Moodle platform of LASU ODLRI? So, which one is right? You go to the ODLRI site? No. You'll assume that you have done that because you're already logged on to Moodle. Select your course, that's already done. Turn editing on. Yes, that is the key. Copy and paste, that's what you'll do after turning editing on. So this is the correct one. Number 3, which course layout format has been adopted? Let me make this bigger. Which course layout format has been adopted for LASU ODLRI online platform? The topic, the weekly, the single, the social. You recall that the weekly is what you see when you first that we had for the default. But we agreed that it's the topic, this one here. So just calling all of these ones in red. Not that it matters, as you will see. Let me make these ones bigger. Yeah, so who is the foundation director of LASU ODLRI? Coming from the bottom, Sheikh Matomi, Professor Banji Fajoyomi, Professor Yusuf Lawa, Professor Seda Bakri, that's our mama, in the institute. Mama, that's it. Wonderful woman from Active Chancellor. So that's it. What should a course writer select after clicking Add Activity or Resource when entering the full content of visual lesson on the ODLRI site. Recall that is the object of lesson 3b, the part B of it. It's actually not forum, not file, not, yes, it's page. All right. So that one, this one, those are the 5 questions for 5 minutes. So that is the raw material, the ingredient for what we're going to do right now. Yeah, so all I did was to give you the word version of this. So how do you then set up your questions, your quizzes? As you know, you go to the LASU ODLRI site, you sign in, you locate your course, and click on your course to make it active, because that is where you want to set up the quiz. And then you go to the administration block, and then with the administration, you go to courses, and then you turn editing on. Very important step. Then you click on add an activity. Sorry, there's an error here. Activity or resource. Then select quizzes under resource. Too much grammar. So later you just do copying and pasting. That's it. Copying and pasting. Enough of the grammar. Let me take you on a live demonstration. My dear colleagues in LASU, fasten your seat belts and come for a wonderful ride. Yeah, so here I am, LASU ODLRI site. As you notice, I changed this mast just yesterday. I'm sure you will like it. Proudly training 21st century. Let me make it bigger. Yeah, you see, proudly training 21st century graduates through research. Aren't we great? LASU. All the other open and distance learning centers and institutes, just wait. We are coming to beat you. So let me log in. Let me log in here. Yes, I'm sure by the time you also come here, it will ask you to log in, because you may have been out of here for a little while. It times out after some minutes. Yeah. Okay, this is somebody else's course. So let me just go to courses. No, let me go to undergraduates. As I said, you can navigate through here, undergraduate. Let me just take a course, management science, accounting, communication skill, taxation, auditing. Okay, let's go to, well, I don't know if we've got this all done. Introduction to business. Let me see whether that has been populated. If not, I'll just, okay, it's not. All right, so you come here. Maybe this adjusted to, let me make this to be topics. And I can take the first one. As I said, you have to turn editing on. That's it. You can see it's coming up. And then when editing is turned on, we go to edit, excuse me, edit settings. All I want to do is just to make this one topic format. Yeah. So format, where are you? Course format. Weekly format, that's what it is, but I want topic format. So topics, I just say save and display. So it means that the course lecturer for BOS 103, Introduction to Business, has not come on this side. So we don't see that you are still behind. But who can that be? Let's just see BOS 103. Let me search for BOS 103 here. BOS 103. 103. Let's see who is defaulting. That's Dr. Bamiro. I think, oh, he has not come here. So our dear daddy, Dr. Bamiro, you have not been here. The thing don't show that you have not been here to take on BOS 103. And Dr. Akingbade, let's see. Yeah, W. Akingbade, it means you have not been here. So I'm going to steal part of your space to just do this demonstration on the quiz. So let's say, okay, this is the topic. Let's assume that the topic, let's edit the topic here. I'll call it module 1, course writers training. Yep. Okay, you can see it's rolling, wanting to accept it. Fine. So I want to add an activity. Recall that the stages I said, we log in, we've done that one, we've selected the course, we've done that one, and then we want to add an activity or resource to this. So I click on add an activity or resource, and it's an activity. So you can see quiz. So you just click on this and you add. Yep. So it's adding that. So you have it, adding a new quiz to that. Okay. So you got to give it a name. Now from here on, it becomes very, very easy. I use two varies because it is really, truly easy. And why is it easy? It's just copying and pasting. Copying and pasting. So let's go back to our question. There's one. What I suggest that you do is, okay, this is, okay, see I'm going like this. I can do Control C as by way of shortcut, but I'm just going to be doing this one so that people will see, you can see what I really am doing. That's the name. Then we can paste it here. So end of course, writer's test. Description. The description will be the please keep in mind what I'm saying now. The description will be the instruction. The instruction you are giving to your students who are enrolled in your course. So I've copied it. I'm coming here. That one is the description. Yep. And you want it to display description on the course page. So you are going to click this one. It should do that. The time that I've given is 5 minutes. So it's asking me what time do I want to give to these people. Now, the quiz, when should it open? Me, I want you to open right now. Today is 30th of July. This 8:37. I'm actually doing it at 8:37 today, Sunday. And if you want it to open before, you can enable this to change it. To close the quiz, I want this quiz to close. You got to click this one to make this active. See, if you don't click this, you can say no way. But if you click on it, you can then modify this. Let me ask this thing to close 31st. That's tomorrow. Yes, 31st of July 2017 at 8 o'clock. Yeah, fine. Time limit. How many minutes should I give to you? I already indicated that's a 5-minute test because there are just 5 items. They are quite straightforward. So what I will do, you have to enable this. Enable. It's just like turn editing on. You got to enable this. I indicate number of minutes, 5 minutes. If it's in hours, weeks, days, all of these ones are there, but 5 minutes. When the time expires, when these 5 minutes are gone, what should your student do? Open attempts are submitted automatically, or attempts must be submitted before time expires, or they are not counted. I think that's what we want. So I'm clicking this one. Submission grace period, 1 day. I don't bother about that. Grade, I'm going to come to all of this. The grade. But what I want you to do is, you must select this. Attempts allowed. I'm only going to allow you to take 1 attempt. In some tests that you don't want, you just want your students to keep learning and all that, you can make multiple attempts. But for this one, please, I'm going to make it 1 attempt. That means within the 2-minute period, if you are able to complete it, fine. If not, you can't go back to it. So this is it. The grading method I'll let you know later, because I just want you to lay out something and we'll be getting a feel of the deeper inside of this quizzing thing later. So new page, every question, you will see it. Do I want 2 questions per page or 3 questions per page? Let me do it a question per page. or maybe 2 questions per page, let's say. Yeah, 2 questions per page is fine. By the way, there are 5 questions. Let's put all the questions on the page, 5 questions. Yeah, that's it. So show more, navigation period, you can navigate anyhow they want. The question behavior, shuffle within questions. Yeah, possible just to shuffle the options and all of that. How questions behave, deferred feedback. Yes, towards the end. The deferred feedback, if you are not sure of what you should take with from the drop down, or you should do, just get this one. Help with this. If you click on this, as you can see, students can interact with it, will load this. More help, you click on this, it will give you more help. This is very, very helpful. Shuffle within questions, if you click on this, it will tell you what this will do. So you have online help on all of these menu items. Review options, immediately after the attempt. Yeah, we can keep all of these as keep the default. You can review after the appearance, no image, decimal places, restriction overall feedback. Well, I'm going to come to this one in our next set of training. Overall feedback, that means if you scored 80 to 100, excellent, and all of that. We're going to get to this later. Common module settings, can leave this as default. Restricted access, leave it as default. Competence, leave it as default. So we don't set to go. We don't set to go. But recall, we have not added any question. All we have done is to set up the template, and then we go to save and display. By the way, you can always play back this video and as many times as possible so you can get a gist of what we have done. So what is it telling us? It's telling me and telling you that attempts allowed 1. This quiz opens today, Sunday. It's going to close tomorrow. Time limit 5 minutes. No questions have been added yet. Yes, I know, because I'm not. And you can now go. You can then go to the next thing you do is to edit quiz. So you click on edit quiz. When you click on edit quiz, excuse me. You can see it's coming up. Yeah, so we come to edit quiz, and let's see. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. So we don't have any items there yet. You got to come to this one. Add. So add a new question. Add a new question will be our first question, and as you have seen, we are doing multiple choice questions. So you click on multiple choice and you click on add. This is the part of this thing that I enjoy the most, where you load your questions. And question name. Please note that the question name is the question number. Going back to here, you can see this one is the question. This number is the question. This one is the question number, and I will suggest that you do something. You will see that it will cause confusion by the time we do copying and pasting. Take off all this numbering here. Let's take off all of this. I will show you why it is not necessary. Okay. So we now have question number 1. Question 1. The question text is the stem. That is this one. That's the question text. I've copied it, but let me just show you that I've done so. That's the question text. What is the expansion of ODLRI? The default mark is 1. General feedback, don't bother about that. One answer only, yes. Shuffle the choices, yes, if you want. If you don't want you to shuffle the choices. In other words, if I were taking this, you can shuffle these options. And somebody else was taking it to shuffle. But let's just skip it. Let's take the default. Number the choices as this. Let's take this one. So our answers. This is the first one. Open and distance learning. What are we doing? Like I said, it's all copying and pasting. That's it. Grade. This is not the correct answer, so you just say none. Feedback, I will come to feedback in another question. But what feedback means that if somebody selects this, what should be the feedback to that person by the time he completes the question? That's what it means. And I'm going to just do one or two to. What about choice 2? What should it be? Yes, I'm asking you. Okay, I think you are right. That's if I'm hearing you. That this is the one. So let's copy. Yes, and paste. That's our choice number 2. Know that choice number 2 is the correct one. So we've got to put it as 100%. The rule here is that the key, that's the correct answer, or the item that best answers the option that best answers the question or completes the statement, is given grade of 100. All the others, you will put none. So number 3, come to number 3, we copy this, we'll come here, and we paste. It's also none, because that's not the correct option. Number 4, we copy this, and then we paste. Finish, that's it. It's giving us 5, 6, whatever. Don't bother about that. If you have some more options, just give. But even if you had 6, 7, and 8 here as choices, it will just take the ones that you have populated. So what should we do? We just save changes. Save changes. If you save changes and continue editing, will mean that you want to still continue to change some things in question number 1. So we don't get question number 1 is there. What is the expansion of ODLRI? So we have how many more questions? 4. So let's add. I'm going to go through this process rather slowly so that you are able to appreciate and follow through with it. I've selected multiple choice and it's loading. It's asking me what's the question name. Can you recall what I said about question name? You can? Yes, you are right. You just put question 2. That's the one for question name. The question text is the step. So I'm coming to here now. So I'm going to rub off all the 1, 2, 3 things that I have here. We'll take all of these ones off because it's going to disturb my cutting and pasting. Excuse me. Yeah, that's it. So you just copy this one. And then you come to, that's the question text. You paste it. As I said, you can do Control-C, Control-V at this other end. Default mark, general feedback. Let me see. Okay. Let's take this one and give you the feedback. Which of the following is the most important step in updating contents of your course when you have logged into Moodle platform of LASU ODLRI? Okay. So one answer only. You can shuffle if you like. And then this one. Choice number 1 is go to the ODLRI site. So put it there. Yeah, so the feedback I want to give is that this is a preceding step. Already logged in. Hence, this option is wrong. Yeah. So you just get a feedback on that one. Let me move. Okay. Choice number 2. Come to choice number 2. Select your course. Select your course. Yeah. So this already this another. I'm copying this one too because copy the feedback is here, but it's going to change. I said this is a preset. You already selected the course. Sorry, my keyboard is making so much noise, or I'm the one pounding too much on it, or both. Yeah, this is a preceding step. You are already You already selected the course, and hence this option is wrong. All right. Let's look at option 3, which is turn editing on. That's our key. Correct answer. So I'm pasting now, turn editing on. Yeah, it's going to give the feedback. As if you give it 100%, it's going to tell you that is the correct thing. So option 4 is copy and paste. Yeah, so the grade is none because that's 0. So the feedback is, we can say this can only happen after you have turned editing on. Hence, this option is wrong. Go. That's it. Wrong, wronger, wrongest. Interesting. So we have nothing to edit there again. So we just save changes. So you can see it's saving it. You just wait for it to save. We have entered question number 1. We have entered question number 2. Let's add question number 3. As I said, I'm going to I'm going to run through all of this so that you will get the hang of this. If it's multiple choice, it's matching short answer, you can also put all of that. So it's asking us for question name. Again, question name is question number, and that's number what? Number 3, you got it. The question text is the stem. I've already hinted or advised that you should just take this off because it's going to be disturbing your copying and pasting. So copy this, question text, paste. Which course layout format has been adopted by ODLRI? One answer only here, and it's ABC here. Choice 1, topic. Copy. I'm doing Ctrl+C at the back, but just to show you, and then paste. It's the correct one, no? So you got to put it as 100%. And the others, what thing would be? None. Okay, so choice 2, weekly. I'm going to be doing Ctrl+C, Ctrl+V from here. Yeah, done. And then the 4th one, social. Yeah, done. So that's it. Finish with that. Save changes. Yeah, so we already have questions 1, 2, 3. Let's add on 4 and then add on 5. And we're home and dry. So what's number 4 is also multiple choice, and then we add. Okay. Question name, that's question number 4. The question text, that's the stem. I advise that you take this off. Who is the foundation director of LASU ODLRI? That's what it is there. So we don't need that. One answer. We'll drop this to here. A, B, C, D. This is just the format for the numbering. It can be this, can be anyone. So, but this is the one we agreed to use. Choice number 1, that's Mama Professor Bakri. You put it here. I know it's the correct one, so this grade will be 100. I will also tell you why you have all these things here, all these ones. That will be in our other lesson. But this lesson is just to give you a general hang, a general feel of how you set up your quiz. Choice 2. Professor Yusuf Lawal. I'm not too sure whether we have any Professor Yusuf Lawal in LASU, so that may be a bad distractor. Professor Banji Fajo, I'm a good man, great man. So that's choice 3. It's also none. Professor Shegun Matomi, another great man. Yeah. So this is none everywhere there. None. Yeah. So what do we do, dear friends, dear colleagues? Save changes. We're almost there. So the last one, add a new question. Oh, by the way, we can create a question bank. I'll come to it in the second phase of our training. Also from a random question. So we're going to create a new question from the one we had before. Multiple choice. So it's loading. Internet. Wahala there. Question name. Excuse me. Question 5. Question text. That's the stem. I take this off. I copy it. I come here, put it there, and then we have this ABCD. Yes, the choice forum. Take all of these things off. Take them off. Forum. Yeah. File. Grade is none because it's not the correct one. This file. Grade is none. 3 is page, which is the correct one. So what should I give it? Thank you. How do you say 100%, which is right? This one. Yeah. 4 folder. So what will I give it? 4 folder. Of course, that's none. So what should we do? Save changes. Well done. So that's it. If you have like 50 questions, you're going to go through the same procedure. If you have 10 questions, it's the same procedure you will go to. So already have all our questions there. You can come back and edit. You can come back and move them up and down, whatever. Moodle gives you a lot of flexibility. So what next? So let's just look at it. End of course test. I've clicked on this one. So see what is telling me. End of course test. Please select any of these. This is what your students will see. I will show you how your students will be seeing this. But I want to attempt the first one. The quiz opened Sunday 30th, 8:37. By the way, if you have a look at my time now, it's 8:57. This quiz will close on Monday, July 31st at 8:37 p.m. Time limit 5 minutes. Attempts allowed just one. Attempt quiz now. Yes. This quiz has, let me make this bolder so I can see. This quiz has a time limit of 5 minutes. Time will count down for the moment you start your attempt, and you must submit before it expires. Are you sure that you wish to start now? Yes, sir. Start attempt. That's what I've just clicked. So it's rolling, it's coming up. Yeah, so here you go. What is the expansion of ODLRI? Select one. You can see this is what he has put. Question 1. That's the one I was telling you as the label. Not yet answered, marked out of 1. Okay. What's the expansion of ODLRI? Open and Distance Learning and Research Institute. Open and Distance Learning and Research, this one. Let me take this one. I know this is the correct one. Which of the following is the most important step? You can see it has put all the 5 on a page. You can be navigating to them even from here. But you see, you can do it question by question, page by page. So after question 1, give next page here, you go to page 2 and all of that. So the choice is entirely yours. So let's take on question 2. Which of the following is the most important step in updating the contents? We know it's turn 18 on. Let's select it as the correct one. Layout format adopted for LASU ODLRI. We know it's topic. Let me just say weekly. Who is the foundation director of LASU ODLRI? I'm not going to miss this one for anything, Mama, Professor Sena Bakri. You can see the ABCD. That is the one that we selected. You can make it 1, 2, 3 or whatever, but this is the format that we in LASU ODLRI may want to adopt. The last question, what should a course writer do to this? Is actually page. So let's select it, meaning that I've missed only one. Finish attempt. Yes, finish attempt too. So it's coming up. Yes, you can see. Said I've answered this, it's been saved, I've answered this, it's been saved. Return to attempt. You see, it has not given me the answers. So within this time, I still have 3 minutes left. I can go back. It's just like my giving you a test paper for 1 hour. After 30 minutes, since I'm not going to collect, you can't continue doing it. So return to attempt. I can return to attempt, but assume I'm all done. Although I have 2 minutes 43 seconds left, but let me now submit and finish. You can see the quiz navigation, everything complete. So submit all and finish. Once you submit, you will no longer be able to change your answers for this attempt. Yes, so I don't agree with that one. So go ahead. The attempt was submitted before. Okay, fine. So that's it. So you can see I finished. I spent 2 minutes 41 seconds. Marks 3 out of 5. So I got 60%. You can see the feedback. Open and distance marks. It has marked it wrong. The correct answer is this. Which of the following is the most important step in updating the contents of this? I got it right. The correct answer is turning it on. Which course layout has it been updated for LASU ODLRI platform? Weekly is wrong. The correct answer is topic. Who is foundation director of this? Correct answer is Professor Bakri. What should the course writer do? This. Okay, so page. So you can see that, and I have, let's say, okay. If I actually have selected this, you'll have seen the feedback on my ODLRI side, but unfortunately I selected the correct one. But if I had done that, you'll have seen the feedback given to me. So finish review. Yeah, you can see this is red, the ones that I've finished. So 5 out of this, 6 out of 10. This is my final grade. No more attempts are allowed. So back to the course. Thank you, my friend. So that's how the thing. That's how this whole thing runs. And when your students see this, you will come as this one, and they click on it and take the test. So that's how this goes. Let me even see what's going to tell me, since I already taken the test. Okay, summary. No more attempts are allowed. I wanted to fool it, but I couldn't because I had set 1 attempt, and this is my final grade for that first attempt, and no more attempts are allowed. Yeah, so we are back from our live demonstration, and what have we done in this lesson? What we have done is to set up the quiz in our course on the LASU ODLRI online platform. So what do we expect that you do next? All our course writers should now set up quiz in their course. And when you are through, just like many of you have done for lesson 3B, 3A, when you finished, please send me a mail, confirmatory email that you have done so I can visit your site and take your wonderful questions. The deadline is Monday, July 31st, that is tomorrow. By popular request, we have decided not to close this training program tonight at midnight, but we are closing it at 12 midnight, July 31st. We don't want to enter August 1 with a baggage of undone things. So that will bring us to the end of phase 1. I'd like to thank you all. Thank our director, Professor Bakri. Thank our Vice Chancellor, Professor Olariwaju Fagbo. Great man, great man. I thank you all for your sacrifice and the time that you have spent on this training. From me, Peter Okebukola, it is bye for now.